Where's the record button?
Okay. Oh yeah, it says record.
And did it say, it said it's starting to record?
Yeah, it says record on my picture.
Okay, good. I just have to figure out how to get it when it's done. Excellent. Well, we are here with the famous, world-acclaimed Mrs. Louinator59, who has a message for everyone. And I don't know how it's going to work exactly, but hey, I figured she wanted to say something nice to everybody, and I wanted to let her, you know, so here we are together. You know, just here to have a talk about something. And, you know, remember Lou, you know, get into Lou. You know, it was pretty good. You know, I really liked, yeah. I really appreciated everything that was underneath that, how many people came to say nice words about Lou underneath the video was really nice. And I appreciated it. I was kind of like, oh man, like, doesn't this suck that we can't have a funeral and all get together and, you know, appreciate and enjoy his life? But that's
I know, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
hi everybody.
Kind of what we were doing. All right.
Yeah.
The star.
I wanted to talk about. Thanks. I wanted to talk about my hubby. Sorry if I'm gonna cry. Louinator59. I miss him a lot. We were together for 40 years, and I just want to thank all of you guys on YouTube, Daryl in New Zealand, and the guy in Norway. What's his name again? His handle.
Bastos. Yeah.
Oh, but I saw the podcast that you guys did, and I really enjoyed it. But I kind of wanted to let you know that Louinator59, Louie, loved all of you guys. He really did. He considered all of you guys his friends, and he loved posting YouTube videos, didn't he? He loved it.
I'd love to be in them with him.
And yeah, he was so fun, and he had such a great smile and that twinkle in his eye. I just miss it so much. But on the podcast, it wasn't really clear how he passed away. So I just kind of wanted to clear it up a little bit by saying he had a bad heart. They were right for 13 years. He had a pacemaker defibrillator. And basically, in the end, he had a massive heart attack, and it caused liver and kidney damage. And also, he had a bunch of fibrous in his chest, which is hardening of the lungs. And he wasn't going to live anyways. They said he was dying. So the hardest thing I ever had to do was take him off life support. But it was time for him to go home and be with the Lord. And the way I look at it is his work on earth was done, and then it was time for him to go, even though I miss him so much. And I'm doing okay. I'm living with my son and daughter-in-law and my grandkids in Pocono Pines, Pennsylvania, and I love it here. It's snowing, and I just wanted to talk about Louie. And Pat, I love you. Pat came to our home because Louie met him on Beam, and he couldn't wait for Pat to get there. And Pat stayed with us off and on quite a bit, and I grew to love him so much. And we did so many fun things, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
What was one of your favorites we did?
Walking, well, we would walk the dog around.
Snoopy.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Snoopy died 2 days after Louie died. So I don't have Snoopy either.
Yeah, we definitely.
And I'm just crying a bit. I'm just crying a little bit because I'm kind of having a hard day. I just miss him so much.
If you love someone for 40 years, you know, it's a giant hole that is missing, you know. And it's, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah. I mean, I
feels like a part.
Understand. Oh, of course. I mean, it's more than you've ever
like a
been
part
alone.
of you is gone.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
you've been with him
Yep.
longer than you've been alive together. You've been with him longer than you haven't been. So
That's right.
it actually is a actual physical
Right.
part of you. And now you've got
Exactly.
your
That's what
next
it feels
steps
like.
to make. And it's all part of it. Everything ends.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good thing. Oh, for him.
Yep.
But
Well,
yeah, I
you know,
loved I loved all of our adventures, going out into the desert and knowing how Lou knows everything. We went up to this point and Lou would talk about everything about oil. I forget what it's called, but it's like this really tall point somewhere in Los Angeles, and he would point at all the oil stations and he'd go, "Oh, here's where we do
yeah,
this. Here's where we do that." Because Lou,
he worked for Mobile Oil for 38 years or so, and so he knows all about where the pipelines are all throughout California. It was
oh yeah.
crazy. And he was the best tour guide too, wasn't he?
Oh man, yeah, he knew everything. Yeah, he took me up. He took me up to the nice spots where you could sneak in to see the top of Universal. You know how they have like a big
Uh-huh.
wall so you can't see, but you can go all the way up into like a neighborhood, and you can see down, and you can see kind of like you can see Harry Potter's castle. You can see all sorts of stuff, which is
That sounds like Louis. He always knew a way around everything.
yeah, Bob's Burgers. We did some car nights over there, which was pretty nice. Um, yeah, we went to Walt's Barn. We rode on that train together. I remember that. It
Yeah.
was pretty good. That small. It was, yeah, it
You
was a
know,
nice train.
one of my fun memories was we went to Knott's Berry Farm for the Boysenberry Festival. That was so
Mhm.
much fun.
Oh man, all the foods, so good.
All the boysenberry stuff.
I still have that. I had it. I have it somewhere. I have the ticket that was punched. Yeah, you
Oh
punch.
yeah.
Yeah, you got like 8 tickets, and there's like 30 things to try. You could try 8 boysenberry flavored things. Like boysenberry pancakes or something like that.
And ice cream, boysenberry ice cream they had boysenberry they had boysenberry and some food though, but I don't remember what it was. Do
Coolest
you?
thing is they even had boysenberry condiments. There was boysenberry freaking mustard and ketchup. I said they went all the way. This is insane.
Yeah, that was fun.
Hmm.
That was a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
yeah. I still got to put that. I'm gonna put a playlist of all the adventures we had together, um, and it'll be nice to just kind of have it all
Yeah, I'd
for
love
me.
to see that.
Maybe I'll do him too. All his stuff with me also would be
Yeah.
nice.
Well, you know what? He considered you a son and he loved you so much. So do I.
Hmm.
But he really, really, really did enjoy everything that you guys did together. And he really loved all the times you would come and stay with us. And on the podcast, they were talking about how you and Louis went to Home Depot and bought all the stuff, and then uh, how he tricked out your car to help
Yeah,
you.
man.
They were talking about that on the podcast. So I just kind of wanted to bring that up and say, yep, that was Louis. If he saw something that somebody should have, he'd make sure they got it
Hmm.
one way or another.
Yeah, he was
That
an
was my
excellent
husband.
craftsman. It was pretty great. Yeah.
Yeah, he had such a big heart. And actually, he did have a big heart. That was one of his issues with his heart. He had a huge heart, but inside and out, because he really did love people. And he did love, the podcast was talking about how he would bring up the Lord in things.
Hmm.
And it's like, yeah, whenever there was a time to talk about God, he would.
Yeah, yeah, he definitely ushered me into unconditional love and grace, instead of the shame I was
Oh,
brought up with. Um, yeah, it's definitely a gift. I want to
that warms my heart to hear you say that.
bring
It
forth?
warms my heart for you to say that about him.
Well,
Unconditional love and grace. Yep.
Yep.
That's what he did.
Forgiveness, all the things that love is supposed to be. It wasn't, but is now and always was, in a sense. I just didn't get it, Love always existed, just it didn't for a while, And you guys reminded me of that. And, I was reluctant to accept it until you broke through my defenses after years.
It took a little time to do that, but we did it.
Yeah, so,
Test us.
Yeah, I tested.
To see if it was real. To see if we were real, but we're real.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're real for real.
That part always cracked me up.
Yeah, I'm a tester, man. I tested. Keep on testing some more, Patrick doesn't want to be hurt again.
Yeah.
Which,
I know. But you have to open up your heart, whether you get hurt or not.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you just got to trust in love and whatnot. And, pray for them if they're hurting, because it's not about me ultimately. It's about them not having love in their heart, them wanting to push love away because they're afraid of it, just like I was. So, yeah, if you can do that for someone and you can try and lead them back to love, it'd be nice. Same way I was led back myself. And, that's kind of, nice how Lou will have an impact for generations to come. And his love will then butterfly effect out to everybody else. Everyone I touch and everyone you touch, and then everyone that has ever heard anything he has to say touches.
Right. I know. Right now I'm living with the grandkids and I love it. They're 10 and 8 and he loved those grandkids so much. And to hear them talk about their papa, it's so sweet because he really did love them a lot. So it's nice being around the grandkids and them talking about him and in them, like the next generation, his love will be poured out, just like you said. That's amazing. Not a lot of people do that in their lifetime,
Yeah.
More people should.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing that the podcast talked about was Louis' tagline, which I always would mess up, which is be a good human. If you can't, what is it? See, I don't remember.
If you can't be better, try harder.
Try harder.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's hard. It's hard to do that introspection, man. But it's good for all of us. It's good for you. It's good for everyone you know. It's good to take responsibility and not blame other people for things that are your fault.
That's right.
Especially these days, everyone needs a little bit of extra love to get them through the whole COVID days.
I know. Well, Louis had 5 COVID tests. He did not have COVID. Did not. Okay. It was all about his heart and his lungs.
I haven't had a COVID test yet. I don't want to get poked in the nose. That looks so freaking uncomfortable. I've had to take people to
I know. I haven't had one either.
I had to take people to have
COVID you do?
Tests. Yeah, they're like, oh, you went out for Thanksgiving. You got to go get a COVID test, And then, then I wait in like a 2-hour line to get this guy to have a COVID test. I said, well, if he has COVID, that's how I said I knew. If he has COVID, I'd have COVID now. So, I mean, what's the point of getting a test? I sat in a vehicle.
So you don't need to get a test.
I sat in a vehicle with this person for 2 hours. If he has it, I have it. We're not 6 feet apart. He's sitting in the passenger seat. So, yeah.
Yeah. If you had it, you'd have it. But you're right.
Oh, it definitely would have had it. But, luckily yet, I haven't. No one has. My sister got it, actually. But.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
She okay?
Yeah, nothing crazy. She just had, the flu for 2 weeks and then went back to work. But you know, she had to be
Huh.
quarantined, and everybody in her house had to be quarantined, and that was the crazy part.
Wow.
Yeah, that was even
Yep, that's
before
what happened.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, yeah, that's what happens. They're fierce, but now the vaccine might do something or not. Uh, I don't know. So you know, but all I do know is this too.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, all I do know is this too shall pass. So come on, look at that. Eat it.
Wait a minute. What's up? Oh, there you are.
It's the truth. Yeah. But yeah, yeah. When I feel bad, it's nice to be able to cry. I wasn't able to cry for a long time. Because it's vulnerable. It's scary. Oh my gosh, who's gonna judge me now? But you know, it's just when you feel in a pocket of love, then you don't feel like you have to be defensive. Or you can take all your armor off and whatnot, and that's what he kind of helped me do. Just by taking me all around and pouring buckets of love and money into me. Yeah, you know, we did a lot of stuff.
He was very generous. He was
Yeah.
super generous, that's for sure.
Mhm.
And I don't know what else I was gonna say. Oh, I was gonna say about the crying thing. Um, I'm very sensitive. I feel everything. So I cry so easy.
Mhm.
But when I think of him, it just makes me cry more. So I I don't cry all the time, but I have my moments, like right now. Us talking about him makes me miss him a lot.
Mhm.
Sorry, everybody, I'm crying,
No, that's all
but
right.
this is
Yeah.
this is me.
Yeah, that's her. You got to be who you are. You
Pat
gotta,
knows how easy I
oh,
can
sure.
cry.
I wish it was that easy for me to cry. I could just freaking, oh, am I feeling bad? All right, I got it out. No.
Well, when you feel so deeply,
Oh,
I
sure.
don't know. It just comes easily, I guess.
Yeah, you feel. I know how it is. You feel the emotions of everyone else, and the emotions of the world, and the emotions of the person you care about. It's definitely,
That's right.
yeah, or at least the emotions you think they're feeling. You're like, oh man, he doesn't look like he's having a good day today. How can I help? Or
Well, I taught you how to hug. You're a good
oh
hugger
man,
now.
I'm a great hugger now, man. Yeah, she said my hugs were pretty terrible before because
When
I'd
I
never really
first
had a hug.
met when I first met Pat or Roadside Rick, and he would hug you, he was so stiff. And so after I got to know him for a while, after he stayed in our home for a while, I told him, Pat, can I teach you how to hug? And he goes, okay. And so I would just hug him and put my whole love into it, and he could feel it. And then after a while, his shoulders went down and he was just so relaxed. It took a little while, but that's what happened. And now you're a great hugger.
What can I say? I had a great teacher.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I know. I used to love to hug and kiss Louis.
Hmm.
In fact, before, that's what I was doing, hugging him and kissing him.
Yeah.
And my two boys were there when I had to take them off life support. My two boys were there. My best friend was there. And one of my sons, Nick, called Pat. Right,
Oh,
Pat?
that's right. That's the best. Yeah, they called me in the in the room when they was gonna pull life support afterwards, and I got to say a bunch of I got to say my goodbyes really, and I thought that was really special, to be able to say goodbye and stuff like that. At all, it was amazing,
And,
Yeah, the fact that someone would think about me.
and then my
Yeah.
yeah, and then my older son, Chris, um, had each one of the grandkids uh, do a voice message for Papa to say goodbye. And every time he heard Pat's voice or the grandkids' voice, his heart rate would go up. And I know he heard you guys. I know he did.
Cool.
Even though he couldn't talk, I know he heard you guys. You should have seen the heart rate. It would just go up and up, like he knew.
Mm-hmm.
He knew we were all there. He knew we all loved him. Somehow they know. I don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of special too.
I thought that was great. I thought it was good to be able to say, you know, what he did for me and how I felt about him and all this, especially with everyone else there, you know, in the room. It was pretty good. I think
Yeah.
Nick and his wife were there. So, you know, yeah, definitely going to miss him up there in Maine, you know, but his spirit will be with me, I'm sure. So
Yeah, he was going to go up there and help you.
Yeah.
Or go up there visit you.
Something. We were going to go look at Canada together, you know, go to Quebec or something.
Yeah.
When the borders open.
We had so many things. We had so many things planned. He bought a trailer and we were going to buy a new Dodge SUV. But he got too sick, so we never bought the car. But he talked about driving cross country and how we're going to have great adventures and do a bunch of YouTube stuff. And I was going to be more involved on YouTube, you know, and let you guys know me a little bit better. But it wasn't to be so, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was looking forward to those videos too. I said, man, I can't wait till he gets on the road. I can see wherever he goes.
Well, I was excited. I mean, he bought me a new camera, so I was excited to be Mrs. Louinator and do my own thing, and he was going to put it in there, you know, and that just excited me. But anyway.
Yes, Mrs. 59 cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you looking at the kayaks and stuff for the guys that were
that was my first video, and after that I was hooked. The funny thing is I am electronically challenged with phones and cameras, and when I was doing that I wanted to like turn the camera so you could see me too, but I didn't know how to do it. And when I get back to Louis, he goes, all you had to do, because the camera was on a tripod thingy, he goes, all you had to do, Tam, is turn the camera on you. And I went, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't know that.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the easiest thing.
That sounds like me.
Yeah.
I'm getting better.
Yeah. We're all learning new things. Everyone's learning new things. Not everyone's grieving their old lives. Everyone's grieving these days, you know. Everyone's grieving being able to see each other in person, being able to go to concerts and baseball games and, you know, all sorts of things. Grieving seeing other people's faces, you know, and not just cloth in front of their faces. You know, to see a cashier's smile again, you know, stuff like that.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
I know. I miss all that stuff too.
Yeah.
You can't even tell if somebody's smiling at you or not.
That's normally how I would do it. I would just, you know, I would diffuse situations with my smile. I'd be like, oops, cut you off. I'll just smile at you. Squeeze through here. Oopsie doopsie. Oh, am I going the wrong way down a one-way lane now? Oops.
Yeah.
You know, but
I'm having a great time here. I'm having a great time here in Pennsylvania with the kids and grandkids. It's different, but
how's it look out the window?
I love
trees.
Yeah, there's snow.
You have snow.
It snowed a few days ago, and snow is still on the ground and all in the trees, and it's about 34 degrees.
Yeah, you must be.
I love the cold.
Huh? You're higher in elevation. You're in the mountains.
Yeah. but not real high in the mountains, but yeah, it's in the mountains. It's Lake Naomi area.
Okay.
Pocono
Yeah.
Pine.
Yeah, we don't have any snow. It's been not
No?
snow here. Nope, no snow. But we had
Is it
snow.
cold?
Yeah, it's not that bad. It is 36.
Oh, it's about, yeah, a little bit warmer than where I'm at.
Yeah, 2 degrees, man. It makes a difference. No snow here.
Funny. Oh, brother.
Yep. But, he will definitely be missed. I mean, it's just one of those fundamental figures in a man's life, like my grandfather. It's really, really good for me, and then to try and be that to others, like I do at my job, what can you do?
Yeah, you just got to spread the love.
Yeah,
You got to love people
keep on keeping on.
love them where they're at, love them where they're at, and love them for who they are.
Mm-hmm. Not who you want them to be, or what
Right.
they give you.
No expectations on people. Right.
That one's hard for me.
If you don't have expectations, people have too many expectations on other people, and then they get let down. So if you just know their heart and know where they're coming from and love them where they're at, that's the best thing to do.
Mm.
I know. I've lived 59 years. Louis was 61 when he passed, which is really young. But the podcast was also talking about how long he'd had the pacemaker defibrillator and how he was kind of on borrowed time, because most people that have that and are taking amiodarone, which is heart medication, they only last 10 years. And he lived 13 years. And then the heart just gave out.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
But
yeah,
I know, I can't even believe it happened still.
Yeah.
Some days I just can't even believe it.
Yeah, it's a lot. It certainly is a lot.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine it.
I loved him with my whole heart.
It's good. It's really good.
The good, bad, and the ugly. I loved it all.
You got it. That's what love is, man. Loving all the parts.
That's right.
Just liking the parts.
That's unconditional love.
Yeah.
That's
You learn it,
All right.
One day at a time.
I know. That's all I can do.
Yep. Do it.
That's what I do.
Do it for others. Yeah.
I try to stay active.
Mm-hmm.
Spend time with the grandkids.
Yeah. You got to.
And I got a bad neck, so it's hard to be active sometimes.
Mm-hmm. You do what you could do. That's all you try and do, Just do what you can do. Then don't beat yourself up for not being able to do, I don't know, what other people do. Just to, fully accepting yourself for who you are now.
That's right.
Oh man, I'm crying all the time. But that's who you are right now. You're just a person in transition. So yeah, that's all right.
The biggest transition of my life. I have never lived on my own, ever. I lived with my mother, and then I married Louis, and now I'm living with my son.
Yeah, man.
So I don't even know how that's going to go. I'm kind of excited sometimes when I think about it, but my heart's still hurting for my husband.
Sure.
Because we were supposed to have a life out here together, but God said, time to go home.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in a great place. He's praising God. He's happy. He's got a new body. So he's doing great.
Whatever it is up there, I'm sure it's nice.
And hopefully Snoopy's with him. Oh, and probably my mom too.
Yeah, and my grandfather. And my mother. They're all having a big old picnic up there.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. They're doing something. He's getting to know everybody up there. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
or wherever heaven is.
Yeah, they're all going on fun adventures up in heaven.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
filming heaven tube videos.
I know that puts a smile on my face. That makes me feel a lot better when I think of that.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what else there's to say about him. Do you?
Hey, he's a good guy, and we should all kind of try and be more like him. He's sort of kind of like Mr. Rogers. I just watched a documentary about Mr. Rogers about, you know, like how do
Oh,
you
you
stand
did?
up to a man who's basically like the second coming of Jesus. But yeah, you just try, I that's it. You try, and then if you can't try harder, try harder or whatever. If you can't do better, try
Or
harder.
be better. It's harder. That's
I mean,
right.
don't try and be perfect, but just do your best. That's it. And if it's your
Nobody's
honest
perfect.
best, it's
That's right.
that's integrity. You did your best, so
Remember to remember to tell your loved ones and your friends how much you love them, because you hear the saying, you never know, and you really don't understand that until you've been through it. But you really don't know when that person won't be there again. So take the opportunity to let people know how much you love them. Give them a hug. Tell them I love you. Just be there and support them. That's what Louis would have wanted. That's what Mrs. Louinator59 desires, and for all of you as well. And I hope this clears up some stuff and just lets you know a little bit more about my husband. And I'm going to cry again. Oh, gosh.
it's kind of like
I
a
love you,
testament
Pat.
of how good he was. If he wasn't good, you wouldn't be crying. He'd be like, "Thank heaven he's gone." No, I can go on to the next part of my
I
life.
probably would.
Yeah, I was waiting for that heart to give out. I want to punch you right in the box. Oh,
Oh my gosh. The reason why that's funny is because I think I said that one time when I was mad. I really didn't mean it though.
well,
I know you remembered it.
yeah, I did. It was great. It was good because you could actually see the box in the chest.
I know.
So it would be a very easy target.
You could. His pacemaker defibrillator stuck out from his chest. That's right. You could see it.
Yep. Yeah, we swam in the pool
Did you
together.
notice it right away when you got up?
No,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
When we swam together, I said, "Oh, there it is." You go to the beach. I don't know, walk in Huntington
Yeah.
Beach there. Yeah, pretty nice. Or Crystal Cove. Also
Oh,
pretty
Crystal Cove. Well, that was our favorite beach to go to.
nice.
But then we also went to Dog Beach a lot, which is in Huntington Beach, to take Snippy. We went there a lot. But yeah, Crystal Cove was our place.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what else to say.
Nope.
Just wanted all you guys to know. I want to
Yeah.
say love to everybody.
Yeah, just a cool dude. We want to spread the love and hope you spread the love too. Lead with love and all that good stuff. Try and see the love in people. And if they're not very loving, just kind of know that, oh, this person must be in a lot of pain because they're trying to give it to me. So I will try and help them, not by not playing this game. Yeah, it's good stuff. He's a good man, good example of humanness done right. And, it's just, it's what it is. It's just life.
Yeah.
Just do your best and then you die, That's it, man.
The sad part of life.
Yeah.
Sad part of life, but it happens.
Yeah. Unless we all become vampires or something, then Might live forever, so. But then we won't be able to go out in the light. So.
I doubt that.
I don't know. I have hopes for vampire kind.
Pat, that's not even real. Come on.
I'd like it to be real. You know, I watched Twilight. I watched Blade.
It's not.
I watched True Blood. It could be real in my
Hey,
head.
listen to me. It's not real. Yeah, in your head. But it ain't real life.
You haven't been to Transylvania yet, have you? I bet there's at least one vampire over there. At least one guy that's shaving his teeth down and pretending to be a vampire. In his
You're funny, Pat.
castle. Anyways.
Okay, well, my neck is hurting, so let's sign off with
Mrs. Louinator59 as her outro.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And let's say his saying one more time.
Oh, what is it?
How's it start? I don't see. I'm so bad. Be a good human.
Yeah, if you can't be good, be better. If you can't be better, try harder.
Be better, try harder. There you go. We got it.
Get it. Just do your best.
Okay.
That's all you can do. So
look forward to your comments, everybody.
Get out there. Get in there. Do things. You know, and if it's bad, hey, no, that this too shall pass, you know. Nothing lasts forever. That's why you got to enjoy it while it is, and then not cling to it when it's not here anymore. You know?
That's true. And show unconditional love. That's the best.
Yeah, try. That one's hard. Unconditional love and acceptance. Yeah. Impossible. But, you know.
Not impossible.
Pretty damn close.
No, nothing's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thanks for listening, everybody. Roadside Rick with me. My third son. Still love.
Yep.
Okay, signing off.
All right. Take it easy, y'all.
Did you stop the video?